All right, welcome to Coffee with Markus. This is episode 134, and today we're going to talk about did I achieve my goal for January, because it is February 1st. So would you like to know whether I made my trading goal or not? We'll also talk about the wheel I got assigned shares. So what to do now, and of course, as always, we are doing a deep dive where we look at your questions, because your questions are important on this channel. Anyhow, does that sound good? Perfect. Then let's get started. This show is about real money and real trades. I'll show you the trading strategies that I personally trade, the tools that I use to trade my own accounts, and we will talk about the right mindset of a trader. Now, talking about mindset, I'm going to show you how to create SRC profits. And SRC stands for systematic, repeatable, and consistent, because that is the key to long-term success in the markets. So, if you are sick of all the hype and empty promises, and you want to learn trading strategies that actually work, then click on like right now and let's get started. All right, fantastic. So welcome everybody. It is February 1st. So we wrapped up January. And as you know, this channel is about real money and real trades. So I have very specific trading goals every month. And the key question is, did I achieve these goals? So let's take a look at this and let's actually quickly recap. So as you know, if this is your first time here on this channel, I opened a few weeks ago a $500,000 account. It's a margin account. So I put in $250,000 in cash and then it's margin. So therefore double the buying power, $500,000 that I can trade with. The goal is to make $15,000 per month, which is $500 per day, weekends included. Now, these are the notes from the previous show, because this is where I said, okay, I started trading on January 11th, so I was trading for 20 days. And today is February 1st. So we are done with January, and we need to see, did I hit my trading goal of making $15,000 per month? Because here's what I said. I said that I will wire out whatever is in the account over this $250,000 that I put in there into my personal checking account so that I can pay my bills. Because ultimately, this is the goal of every trader, isn't it? At least it's my goal. It was always my goal to trade for a living. And how do you know that you trade for a living? Well, you're making enough money that you can pay all your expenses, all of your bills. And again, I'm pretty sure that 15,000 is covering most of my bills, all of my bills should be. Okay, so we also talked about where I was on Friday, but hey, that was Friday. Today is a brand new day, because on Friday it seems that I might miss my goal, but let's see where we stand today. February 1st, so January is wrapped up. On Friday was January 29th. Last in January. So let's jump on the account and let's see, where are we? So taking a look at the history year to date. So for this account that I'm trading here, look at that. The realized profit and loss, 21,281. So seems that I hit my goal. So let's just write this down here. So the realized profit is 21,281. So goal achieved. And you know what? This is something to celebrate. So I'm making this green. Okay. So this means I will wire $21,281 into my checking account. And I will do this today, so that this being taken care of, that I can actually pay my bills. So now that you know, this is what we did. Let's take a look at how we did it. Now, here is one of the things that happened on Friday. On Friday, it looked like I got assigned. So let's back up for just a moment and let's talk about the trading strategy that I'm actually trading here. And in order to do this, I'm switching over to my handy dandy iPad. I'm using my pen to draw on this iPad, and I give you a very, very quick 1 minute, 60-second overview of what this strategy is all about. So, number one, I identify stocks with strong support. So this is supposed to say supposed to say support. Anyhow, second, I sell puts. Number 3, if stock stays above the strike price, I just keep the premium and all is good. Number 4, if the stock goes below the strike price, well, this is where I'm getting assigned, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about right now. So let me just erase this. By the way, if this is your first time here through the channel and you're not familiar with the strategy, I'll leave a link in the description. It is called the wheel strategy. So let me just remove this and let me show you what this is called. So this is called the wheel, and I'll leave a link in the description so that you can look up this strategy here. So for this particular stock here, WYNN, I actually sold the 105 put, meaning that I was betting that the stock stays above 105 by Friday. And look at this. It didn't do it. On Friday, it actually closed way down here. This here, right now, as we are looking at it, is Monday. So I got assigned. And what does it mean when I'm saying getting assigned? So let's jump back here to this and let's talk about getting assigned, which is part of the plan. And so what does this term mean, getting assigned? Because it sounds like almost anonymous, right? So this means, and let me just do this. So I sold puts on WYNN at 105 strike price. No, I did it at 100 strike price. At 100, there you go. At 100 strike price. So this means if WYNN closes below 100 on expiration date of the option, I get assigned. And here's what it means. This getting assigned means I have to buy 100 shares per option that I sold at $100 at the strike price. This is what it means. And so here's what happened. I sold 10 puts. So this means since WYNN on Friday was trading below $100, I received 10 times 100, right? Because I have to buy 100 shares per option at $100. So I received 1,000 shares of WYNN, and they show up in my account as being bought at a price of $100. Let me show you. So here is the position. You see WYNN right here. It pops up that the trade price is $100. So I had to buy it at $100. Now the good news is that today it's already above $100. So I'm already making money on WYNN. So this was good. If it would be going down, and I'll show you an example, because this is where everybody says, oh, Markus, this is super easy if it's going up, but what if it is going down? And that's what we're going to talk about. So today, WYNN is trading at where? At almost 102. 101.94, so around 102. So this means I make my profit is $2, right? Because I had to buy it at 100, and now it's trading at 102 times 1,000 shares, right? So my profit thus far is $2,000. Not bad at all. And again, it's good because WYNN was going up. Now the question is, what happens if it goes down? So this was example number 1, getting assigned. So let me show you the example of HAL. Because HAL is another stock where I got assigned. And I'll show you exactly how you know whether you're getting assigned or not. I'll show you the exact emails. So the example of HAL is I sold 54 puts of HAL.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Apparently, I'm using...
Which repair?
I'm using Siri here at the same time.
Which repair?
Stop it.
Okay, never mind then.
Good. All right. Never mind then. Okay. At the 1850 strike price. So here's what happened. On Friday, HAL closed below 1850. This means I was getting assigned, and getting assigned means that I have to buy 54 times 100 shares. So this is 5,400 shares, and I have to buy this at $18.50. So let's take a look at this. Today, HAL is trading at, let's see where it's trading at. HAL is trading at $17.82. See right here? So it's trading at $17, let's say $17.80. Let's forget about the 4 cents, shall we? Okay, so it's trading at $17.80. So this means I have 5,400 shares at $18.50. So I'm losing, this means I'm losing 70 cents per share. Now multiply this by 5,400, and this means that right now my loss, my open P&L loss is, let's use my handy dandy calculator. So here we have 5,400 times 70 cents. So my open loss is 3,780 thus far. So I need HAL, Halliburton, over the next few days to go up. So, but the title of today's show is Getting Assigned. What now? Now I have the stocks. And this is, dong, dong, dong. Getting assigned is part of the plan. So I want to show you the exact plan right now, what I did and why I did it. Because always make sure that you follow your plan. Before we jump back on there, because I know that there's a lot of numbers, is this helpful at all? If it is helpful, do me a favor and click on like really quick. This way I know whether this is helpful. Don't type it in the chat because then the comments are flying by and I can't see your comments, your questions that you already asked. Just click on like really quick because this way I know that this is helpful. And I'll just keep going so that you see what's happening. And again, these are real trades, real money. There's a real account. There's no fake here. There's no woulda, coulda, shoulda. This is exactly what I'm doing. I'm not hiding anything here. I'm showing you exactly what is happening. So getting assigned is part of the plan. So I'll show you for both of what I did. Because now we are going into step 2, selling calls to, oops, let me switch over here. There we go. Selling calls to get more premium. So let me show you exactly what I did here. So we start with HAL, since this is the example that we were looking at right now. So at HAL, I sold the 19 call. Okay, so I sold the 19 call for, what did I sell it for? 23 cents right here. So for 23 cents, that's basically $23 per option. And I did this times 54 options. Why? Well, because previously I sold 54 puts. So this means that right now I have to sell 54 call options. So the premium that I received is $54 times 23, so $1,242. Good. So this is the premium that I received, and if HAL stays below 19, then I'm good. I'll just keep this whole premium, which is good. If it moves above, I'm getting called away. And I'll do a video on this of what that means. So, but the key question is, how did I know what call to sell, right? I mean, this is the key question. And this is where I am using a tool, you know it, the PowerX Optimizer. Many of you have it, that show me exactly what to do. Let me just bring it up here so that I can show you. So the PowerX Optimizer has a real income calculator built in. And as you can see, there's step number 1, which is selling puts. And I did that. And I did this on NEO, on HAL, and Uber, and WYNN, so that is okay. But now, with HAL, right, and Uber, I got to sign as well, and WYNN, I got to sign. So now we need to scroll down to go to step number 2, which is right here, which is selling calls. And you see, it's super, super easy to do this, because all I need to do is say which stock I have, HAL, right? At what price did I get assigned? At what price was this bought at? So this were 1,000 at 1850. And how many shares did I buy? And this is what my broker tells me. Well, 5,400 shares at 1850. There we go. Good. So I'm just plugging in the numbers. And so this is where right now I was looking at several strike prices. And I want to show you how I compared these two. So I'm putting the same information in here, 5,400. And I was looking at the 1850 and I was looking at the 19 strike price. So this is where if you look at the 1850 for HAL that expires this Friday, see, we look at the 1850 and I would get what? Well, this morning it was more, right? Obviously not right now, but let's just say, so I would get 21 cents if I would do it right now, if I haven't done it earlier. So I just want to show you how the mechanics work. So 21 cents and it expires February 5th. So this means for my 5,500 shares, I can sell 54 calls, and therefore I'm getting $1,134 in premium. With 4 days to expiration means that I'm making 227. Want me to make this a little bit bigger? Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in here a little bit. This way, it's probably easier to see. There we go. Is that a little bit easier to see? Okay, we're just talking about these two HALs. So that is not bad at all. I can make $227 per day. All right, cool. Or what I can do is I can sell the 19 call. And for the 19 call right now, again, this morning it was more, but right now I would get probably 12 cents. So I would get 12 cents for it, and I'm plugging this in here so that I see exactly how much I would make there. So here, I'm getting less, right? I'm making only $583. So, but this is still based on the position value. It's 47%. I'm making $130 per day. It's not bad at all. Now, here's the main difference. If you're selling the 19 call and HAL goes up, right, towards 19, I'm also making money on the stock. Why? Well, because I bought it at 1850 and I would make money on the stock. Here, I would not make any money on the stock because I bought it for 1850, right, and I will sell it at 1850. So here, my total gain is exactly my premium that I have here, $1,134. This. But here, and this is what I chose to do, this is what I chose to do. If HAL by Friday closes above 19, this is when I would make $3,348. Okay, is this making sense thus far? I'll look at your questions in a moment. And you see, if this is a little bit too fast, I'm doing a masterclass on Thursday morning. We're doing it live on Thursday morning. We're trading live together if you want to. So if you would like to learn more about this, I'll tell you in a little bit of how you can participate in this class where we do all of this live together in the morning when the markets are open. And so just click on like if you're interested in this. This way I know whether it's worth mentioning a little bit later or not. But here first I want to just continue to see what happens. Now, I want to show you what exactly I did this morning, because this morning I saw that for the 19 call, I could get, so let's see, how much did I get? I got 23 cents. So for the 19 call, I got 23 cents. This is what happened this morning, and this is why I want to do it with you live together. So this means that right now I am making $248 per day, which is not bad considering that overall my goal, if you look here, is to make $500 per day. And with just one stock, with just one of these stocks, I'm already making half of this. I'm making $250 per day. And if I can make this every day of the month, and yes, I am holding my positions over the weekend, this is why the weekends are included, I will hit my $15,000 goal. Okay, so this is where I should show this, right? Yeah. So I'm holding it over the weekends, and this is how I achieve my $15,000 goal. Good. So this works perfectly. Now let's talk about WYNN. Let's talk about the second one. Because here also, getting assigned, right? So here we have the example of HAL. And here, now we talk about WYNN. So in WYNN, we also talk about step 2, right? And this is where we are selling calls to collect premium. And see, it's super mechanical. I did exactly the same thing. Yeah, I just want to make sure that we're not going there. I plugged in the numbers into the wheel calculator of the PowerX Optimizer, right? So this is where this morning, WYNN, I saw that I could sell the 105 call for $2.45. That's what I did. So I sold the 105 call for $2.45. See right here. Oops, I have the mouse right over it. Somehow I cannot make this font bigger. So Tastyworks, it's my broker. If you're watching this, please give me a possibility to make my font bigger, because by doing so, I make it easier for my viewers here on YouTube to see the numbers. Anyhow, so I'm plugging this in, and look at this. Look at this. By doing so, what is my premium per day? $490, because I collected $2,450. So between these two, I make here $266 per day plus $490. So this week, I'm already overachieving my goal of making $500 per week. So, yay? Okay. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? So you see, all you need, this is why I keep saying, in order to be a successful trader, you need 3 things. Number 1, you do need a strategy. Do I have a strategy? Yes, it is called the wheel strategy, because without a strategy, you cannot follow your plan. I'm following my plan. But number 2, what is the second pillar of successful traders? You must have powerful tools. I do not know how I could do this without my wheel calculator. And so not only does it find the best stocks where I can sell puts against for step number 1, selling puts, but also for step number 2, I know exactly which call I should sell when I'm getting assigned. So, and yeah, then number 3, so what is the third pillar of trading? It's the right mindset. And the right mindset is trading as a marathon, not a sprint. It is all about SRC profits. Systematic, repeatable, and consistent. Hey, if you bought last week GME, GameStop, and you made a killing on it, good for you. Good for you. If you today bought silver, SLV, I don't think you did that well, right? I mean, we can just take a quick look at this. I know that today all the hype was buy SLV. And you see, we opened right here. So we opened right at 27.78. But now we are already down $1. So I hope that you're not getting caught on the wrong side. This is why I keep saying, if you make money there, good for you. Well done. What I'm doing is I'm generating systematic, repeatable, and consistent profits because at the end of the month, I need to pay my bills, right? I don't have many bills to pay, but I do have some fun stuff that I need to pay for. Groceries, right? Buying Uber Eats, and whatever else there is. Okay. Good. Let's see. What did I want to talk? Oh, I want to show you something. So I'm going back to my handy dandy iPad. I want to show you, I got assigned with 4 different stocks. And let me just show you the email that I received from my broker, Tastyworks, on Saturday. So here is the email that I received. I was already long GDXJ. This was the first position that I already had. And you see then on Saturday, this was January the 30th. Early in the morning, I was a little bit surprised that I got it so early. So let me just zoom in a little bit so that you see it. At 7:14, it told me assigned 10 WYNN. You see this? So this is where I knew, oh, okay, now I have 1,000 shares of WYNN. It also told me assigned 14 HEL. And you see, there's more in this email chain because it said I was assigned 14 plus 10 plus 10 plus 20. And if I'm lucky, then this is my 54 shares that I had here. Now, I got one more email. And as you can see here, let me just use a different color really quick. I got this way later. Wait, I wanted to use a different color. There we go. Okay, so I got this way later in the day at 5:03 p.m. And this is where I said I was also assigned 25 puts of UAL. And this is United Airlines. So this is United Airlines. And so this morning I said, really? Okay, cool. Then I guess I'll do the same. I'll sell calls against UAL. However, this morning when I logged into my account, right here, I didn't see any UAL. I only see HAL, NEO, Uber, and WYNN. No UAL. So I said, that's odd. I mean, you guys told me that I was assigned. It clearly says here. So I said, what's going on? And this is where it's super important. Whenever you see, so super important learning moment here. Whenever you see there's a discrepancy between what you expect, what I expected to find UAL shares, 2,500 UAL shares in my account this morning, and they weren't there. So what do you do? What do you do? Of course, you contact your broker. That's what they are there for. And this is what I did. So I wanted to know, hey guys, what's going on? And so I like to use their chat. So again, Tastyworks has here a chat. And as you can see, it's usually replying under 6 minutes. A bit hard to see right here, right? And then I said, hey, good morning. On Saturday, I received an email that I was assigned UAL shares. And this here is actually a screenshot of the email. And I said, attach the screenshot. Can you please look into this? Now, here's the really, really, really cool thing. You see, I did this when I took the screenshot 8 minutes ago. 2 minutes later, Scott says, hey, can you look into this? And Scott says, looking. I said, great, fantastic. Thanks, Scott. And then he says, well, see, Apex, the clearing firm, had a lot of issues on assignments due to the volume. No surprise. I mean, can you imagine how many shares were assigned on GME, GameStop, and AMC, and all these crazy Reddit stocks on Friday? A lot of people got very, very badly hurt here. Anyhow, so we had to make a guess. So they wanted to make sure that I'm prepared for the worst thing. But you were not assigned. So it wasn't removed. So this whole procedure here took, as you can see, 4 minutes. And this is super important that you double and triple check of what's going on. So this is where I just said, okay, that's what I wanted to double check with you. Thanks, Scott. So all of this took what? 4 minutes? 6 minutes? No, I can't remember. What did I write on the previous one? Here's the good news. Yes, I'm a boomer. Dear youngsters, if you're watching this right now, I'm 51 years old. So you see, can't remember a darn thing from a minute ago. The good news for you is you don't need to. You don't need complicated math. You see, all the math that I do here is on a calculator, on a simple calculator. And you don't need to remember a darn thing. Now I'm just curious, what did I write down on the previous? Okay, 4 minutes and 4 minutes. Yay. So you don't have to be super smart to trade, which I think is very, very good news for me because I'm not super smart. All I do is I have a plan and I follow the plan super systematically. Is this making sense? Is this helpful at all when I'm running through these trades and dissect them? And you see, if you're right now at a point where you say, I understood half of it. Well, first of all, here's the good news. This YouTube. This video lives on the YouTubes. And yes, that's what we boomers say. As boomers, we say the YouTubes. It's like the Facebooks. Anyhow, so it lives here for a long, long time. So you can just stop it, rewind, watch it again. And if you're new to this channel and have never heard about this strategy, I'll leave a link in the description. This way you know exactly what this is all about. I'll also take a look at your questions right now because there's some great questions and I want to see if I can help you to make more money because ultimately this is what this channel is all about. The reason why I'm here with you doing the coffee with Markus, and I hope that you're enjoying your coffee or whatever beverage you put in your mug. No judgment here at all, that you are enjoying this show as much as I enjoy doing this for you. So let's take a look at some of the questions that you have here right now. Oh, and I promised you. Okay, the class. Let's do this really quick before I do this. So I decided, because this is such a fascinating strategy, and I mean, as you can see, the proof is in the pudding, right? I mean, $21,000, 281 in just 3 weeks, not bad. And again, this is not because I had a lucky trade. This is SRC profit, systematic, repeatable, and consistent. Will I make $20,000 again in February? I don't know. My goal is $15,000. So far, so good. So this is why I think that this is a great strategy to learn. And this is why I decided to put together a masterclass. And I talked about this in the last one, where we do some live trading together, if you want, if you like this idea. So we start trading 30 minutes after the markets open, right? So this is when we look at trades. We will use the tool PowerX Optimizer to find the best trades. We'll look through trades together. We'll find the best stocks to trade. We'll find the best strike prices to trade. We will place trades together. We will sell put options. I'll show you how to execute a trade, how to place a profit target, how to take profits early, and all of this with the goal of making at least 30% per year on a cash account, or if you're trading a margin account, which anybody can trade a margin account. Now, margin, quick disclaimer, is a double-edged sword, can work for you as well as against you. So it's super important that you know what to do. So this class is coming up on this Thursday. So today is Monday, so it's coming up on Thursday. And if you're interested in this class at all, then let me just see. I prepared a link for you. It's rockwelltrading.com/wheelmaster. So this is where you can sign up for the class, and you're getting the tool, the PowerX Optimizer that I use, and lots and lots and lots of bonuses. If you already have the PowerX Optimizer, if you're already a customer, this class is free for you. We'll send you a link. Don't sign up, don't register anywhere. If you have already invested in the PowerX Optimizer or you're a member of my mastermind, this is included for free. Okay, so now let's take a look at some of your questions because they are just awesome. And so Alma says, can you address the pattern day trading rule? What's the negative effect on a $100,000 margin account? Zero. The pattern day trading rule. I'll release a video on this tomorrow. So if you would like to learn more, subscribe to this channel, hit the little notification bell. So tomorrow I'll explain the pattern day trading rule and what accounts it affects. And it only affects accounts below $25,000. So you are good there. Okay. Good. Oh, Johnny Bravo is moving to Texas. I wanted to chat with him. I've seen a few videos of him. He seems to be an interesting character. Okay. Good. So, Teresa said, only started trading the wheel on January 11th. Hey, we started together at the same time, Teresa. And my account is up 10% already thus far. Well, thank you for being in our mastermind. This is just awesome. Good. Okay. So, Mr. PK, will there be a recording for the masterclass available if you already own the Porex Optimizer? Yes. If you have already invested in the software, and I don't care if you did it yesterday or you did it 2 years ago. I appreciate that you invest in yourself and in professional tools, because I know that as a trader you need these professional tools. So then I want to make sure that you can use all the tools in the very best way. And so this will be absolutely, yes, included in this. Good. So Patty says, what is the best way to trade the wheel in an IRA? Well, very easy, Patty. Get permission, get level 1 permission. I talked about the different levels that you need. I think I did a video on this, not quite sure. I'm almost certain that I did. So if so, I'll link to it in the description. I need to try to find it. There's 4 different levels. All you need is level 1. You need permission for level 1 to sell options. Okay, anyhow. So... Joe Simo says, I only sell covered calls, no puts for me. I think you're missing out. Covered calls is great. No, covered calls is good. The wheel is great if you do both. If you sell puts and calls. Really, really cool. So you should consider it. So let's see. Jerry Jung says, wondering about large orders through, say, Goldman Sachs. Can the hedge fund be put in stops to avoid what happened to GME? I don't know. I mean, this is just crazy what happened there. And I heard that one hedge fund lost 53% of its money, total money, 53%. And apparently billions of dollars were lost in the short squeeze. I think Citadel also said, you know what, no more shorts for us. So this is what has been happening. Anyhow. Good. Hey! Well, is also making money. $1,732. Perfect. Great. All right. Let's see. And yep. So part of the wheel strategy is to sell calls. And it is fantastic. It's fantastic. Jeff said we need more like buttons. You get one. I think only push it once. If you push it again, it's like an on-off switch. Not quite sure. By the way, if you're watching this on your phone and you have the chat going on, just X out the chat for a moment. Then you can click the like button if you're enjoying this, and then you can bring the chat back. Super easy. So Steve says, how far out do you place the covered call? Weekly? Yes, I like to trade weekly options, so it is expiring this Friday already. Good. So Lubomir says, so if your buying power is 250,000 and you sign $50,000 per position and you got into 5 positions, does it mean you can afford 100,000 position? Yeah, pretty much. So I'm good. I mean, you see, I'm using a fraction of my margin. See, I still right now have $184,000 in buying power left. So plenty. 184,000 in buying power left. So we're good. We are good. So Ali says, please explain how you realize P&L changed from Friday from 7,000 to 21,000. Super easy. It's called options expiration. On Friday, a bunch of my options expired, and I could keep the whole premium. You see, I can keep the premium, Ali, no matter what. I can keep the premium whether I get assigned or not. So all of the premiums of the options that expired on Friday were deposited into my account. There you go. I mean, super easy. Okay. So, perfect. Okay, let's see. Jordy says, if I sell a covered call and it becomes in the money, can I buy a call that's also in the money and sell the original shares for capital? Jordy, I think you're making it too complicated. I mean, I'm already getting confused just reading your sentence, and it's because I'm not that smart. This is why I need to have very simple strategies, and the wheel strategy is very simple. If you're still a bit confused by the wheel, don't worry. I mean, this is where join the masterclass, and it will become so much easier because then I have more time. What you're saying, Jordy, I don't know. It seems complicated to me. Okay. So JRU, can you put your position in the wheel calculator? Mine doesn't fill in once I click add to calc, even with a click on update. Well, I just did it. It worked beautifully. Contact Michael, JR. Michael can help you. Okay, good. So Rex says, doing options on Robinhood, even with closing an option early, I'm not getting my buying power back. Robinhood. I think they were very, very popular. And last week, a lot of people have learned of how important it is to have a great broker. So the broker that I'm using, and there's a link in the description, rockwelltrading.com/tastyworks. The broker that I'm using on Thursday also, like everybody else, restricted trading for 2 hours. After 2 hours, they said, you know what? You can trade whatever you want. Whatever you want. And I said, you know what? I'm glad that I'm with you guys. That is the right decision. My trading is not restricted. Yes, it has been restricted for 2 hours. I can live with that. Because last week was crazy, and at some point brokers had to say, wait, we have to figure out what's going on. And I believe that they panicked because everybody else was restricting it for days. So they said, okay, if everybody's doing this, let's see what happens. And it was for 2 hours. Anyhow. Good. LJS said, again, from realized 7K to 21K today. Well, again, this is where options premiums expire on Friday, and this is where it's getting deposited in your account. Aren't you happy? I mean, trust me, there is nothing magic. I'm not hiding anything. It's not that I transferred any money into the account. It's not happening. I mean, this is where you see realized P&L year to date. You can take a screenshot and you can use a calculator and add it all up, and you'll see it adds all up. There's no trickery here. Yeah, there's no magic. The magic is called options expiration. When you are a seller, this is when the premium is getting released to you. Okay. Roger says, I want to know how much money do I need in my account? I recommend at least $10,000 in cash so that you have $20,000 in buying power. More is better. Raju, is that pronounced correctly? Does this help? Okay. Good. JC is asking, can you talk about the possibility of getting margin called if your position drop? No, I mean, if they don't drop negative, right? They can. All of these stocks are cash secured. They're cash secured. So right now they could drop to zero. WYNN could drop to zero. HL could drop to zero. I did a video on this. It's a great question, JC. I did a video on this. Take a look at this. Cash secured puts versus naked puts. I'll link to it in the description. If you are doing it as I do, you'll not get margin calls. I will not get any margin calls. So, period. Right? Because the way how I size my positions, super important. It's a great question. So the way how I do it, super safe way to do this here. Yep. Okay. So, yeah. Awesome returns. I'm fine with it. So let's see. Gustavo says, when you see a very high probability on getting assigned on expiration day, do go ahead and sell the call option or wait until Monday. Thank you for asking. You must wait until Monday. And here's see why. See, on Saturday, I was told I got assigned. Right? On Friday, I thought I was assigned. And today, it wasn't there. So you absolutely have to wait until the shares are really in your account on Monday. Otherwise, you're selling a naked call. And that naked calls, if you're selling naked calls, super dangerous. Okay, Claire says, it seems you're not concerned about the yellow warning. I always pass on yellow. Should I take yellow trades? Yes, and yellow means warning. Double and triple check if you're not missing anything, if you're not trading into earnings, if you're not trading a company that is declaring bankruptcy, if you're not trading into a major announcement. So it just means clear, double and triple check. So Zia said, by getting assigned, how much of your capital got invested in stocks? I'll be happy to show you here. In HAL, $18,000. NEO, $31,000. Uber, $18,000. WYNN, $18,000. There you go. So this is a total of what? If we take the 19,000, let's just round up. 19,000 times 3 is 57,000 plus 31,000 So 88,000. 88,000 out of the 250,000. And this is where you see, this is why I have still $184,000 left. So why is it that much? Well, if I'm taking here plus 184,000, it includes my profits of $22,000. It's 250 plus my $22,000 in profits. So I'm wiring out the money today. So I'm wiring out the $22,000 into my checking account. Yay, me. And then it drops down to the stock buying power will drop by 22,000 because that's a plan. That is, and I am following my plan. Good. All right. So I just want to take Leroy's question here where he says, do you use technical indicators to pick your stock price? If so, what time frames do you use? I use daily charts, and I will show this to you in detail in Thursday's class. I did a quick video on this. It's called How to Find Strong Support, and I'll link to it in the description. So it's a 6-minute video. And if you're interested, join me on Thursday in this masterclass, and I'll show you everything in detail. This is when we will use the PowerX Optimizer. Let me just bring it up here. And we will actually look at the stocks that are popping up on the wheel scanner. So we see it's refreshing every 2 minutes. Right now, DuPont is a great candidate. Doku is a good candidate. I looked at it this morning. I like Doku. KSS, HFC, Dust, NCLH is a good candidate. Riot is a good candidate. URBN. And we'll look at those in detail so that I can show you what exactly I am looking for. Hey, hope that you enjoyed today's show as much as I enjoyed hanging out with you and showing you exactly what to do and how this account jumped from $7,000 in profits to $21,000 in profits just over the weekend, right? And this is why I count the weekends for my calculation. If this was helpful at all, do me a favor and click on like really quick, because this way it gets picked up by the YouTube algorithm and more people are seeing it. Or feel free to share this video. And always keep in mind, trade what you see, not what you think. And here's my second mug. Follow your plan. All right. Have a great rest of the afternoon, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.